Hi everyone, LazyFire here. Welcome back to Battlefield 4. I hope you're ready for something a little different. I'll explain after this cutscene.
Your mission in Shanghai, Sergeant Recker. What was it?
美国佬们肯开口了吗？
把他给我抓进来，给我坐好。罪犯发生了落幕中mission in Shanghai.
Capillaris Graves, Sergeant! Leave me alone, you sick bastard!
Won't you make me, Sergeant?
Wrecker! Wrecker, stay with me! Stay with me, Wrecker! I'm gonna cut your fucking arms off, and I'm gonna find that bitch spy hand, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of her with him! I'm her fucking husband!
Her husband? What husband? Is your mind sleeping?
You think I'm stupid, huh? The guy with the bandages! I know!
So, he still lives. Your ship is the USS Valkyrie, is it not?
What? The fuck are you talking about?
I have no idea who you brought out of Shanghai, do you? 好，把他们消失。
没的问题。
Wrecker! Wrecker! Stay with me, Wrecker!
Get ready everyone. We're about to play some Call of Duty here. Call of Duty Black Ops.
Wrecker. Wrecker. They say this is your name. You know something about Chen. I hear them talking about you, about Chen. They say you know something. Hey, Sergeant, wake up. You're an American, remember? You think your country will come for you? No. You will rot here. Take it from me.
Yes, we're playing with the Russian character from the previous game who's helping us escape a prison. This is Call of Duty Black Ops now.
But there is a limit to what one man can do alone.
Even get a shank. We even get a shank. Watch this. Yeah. What the hell? I mean, that's kind of a prison trope, but...
A chain is only strong as its weakest link. I see you strong and have necessary skills to get us out of this shit place. So I trust you. Do you understand?
Резно! Еще you can trust this American!
With my life. He and us are not so different. We are all soldiers without an army. Betrayed, forgotten, abandoned. In Vorkuta, we are all brothers.
The point I'm trying to make here is that Call of Duty actually did this entire thing better than Battlefield 4.
Down here is what you like to breathe. The last few hours of your life.
Okay, we're done listening to Dima. He actually comes from the Reznov School of English, and he basically just strings a bunch of words together and then puts freedom at the end of them, like he learned English from Braveheart or something. And he's not really a lot of fun to listen to. He was the most fun character to play as in Battlefield 3, but in Battlefield 4, he's kind of shitty. I'd prefer Victor Reznov again. Oh, and
Every journey begins with a
wait,
single...
Reznov has a better way out than Dima.
Step one!
This is Dima's escape idea is that he was going to break down a wall by pulling a pipe out. Okay, a concrete wall, and then he was going to climb out, possibly, if there was an ability to climb out. But he didn't know if there was, and he has no idea where this goes. This is absolutely insane. Okay, I actually almost went back and played Splinter Cell Double Agent, which has you start off by escaping a prison in almost this exact same sequence, actually. And I held myself off because, one, I didn't want to play Double Agent again, and two, well, that plan makes more sense than this plan does. If I started showing how many more games do things more competently than Battlefield 4 single player, this video would be 6 hours long instead of 14 minutes. Oh, as it stands, by the way, this video is not the entirety of this prison section. It's just this first part. This first part really needed to be isolated because it has so many things that Call of Duty did better and were more fun in that game than what it does. And you'd think that if they're going to rip off that idea, they're going to at least learn a little bit, but they didn't. This actually reminds me a lot more of kind of a regression. Like if the Treyarch was actually on the top of their game when they made Black Ops. But this one feels like Infinity Ward was told to make Black Ops. Oh, only like 4 people are going to get that joke. So here we get to see Dima, who, if you remember, survived a nuclear explosion and had some sort of radiation sickness at the end of Battlefield 3. He's going to get into action here. He's an invincible support character. He's just going to kill things when he needs to, but not be overly useful totally. Now, he gets a gun. I don't get a gun for a while. As a matter of fact, every guard I kill from here on out has a gun. I'm not able to pick it up. I can only use the shank until I reach a certain point. And speaking of shanking people, oh man, this game kind of does it wrong. You want to be able to get in and out when you're shanking people, quickly when you stab them here. Instead, the game kind of freezes up, makes you do that. You can see how much more useful the knife is in Call of Duty there. I mean, the knife is such a minor thing in this game in terms of what you'll be using to kill people with that it's not a huge deal, but in single player it kind of is. Now, this section here I want to talk about is actually kind of difficult. It doesn't look that way. If you try to do anything but what I'm doing here, you probably end up getting caught. And even then, I do everything about as well as I could hope to, and I still get caught. It's a good thing these guys are fucking blind, though, because I stabbed that man right in front of his friend, and there was no reaction whatsoever for that guy until I started knifing him. Now, if I come over here, this is kind of the way you have to do this. You have to clear out as many of these guys on the first floor as you can, move on to that platform, and then eventually up into the area where I can release all the prisoners from their cells so they can cause a riot. Just like in Black Ops. So that's done. Watch this. Watch these two. Yep. Yeah. A lot of work went into single player, you can tell. I still hate the fact that I can't just climb on those stairs from an angle. Okay. So this is where things get a little hectic. If you get caught, which I don't know how that guy knew I was there, you can basically rush this. I could have done this from the beginning and hoped for the best. And this is what I mean by having a quick knife is way more useful. That guy with the shotgun could have ruined my day. Luckily, he has shitty aim and turns at the last second so I can stab him in the face. Not a bad deal. And now we've released the prisoners. So Dima's plan was break out of a wall he didn't know if would do any work or not, and then get over here no matter where he was in the prison and let everyone out. I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out how he planned all this if he didn't know where the things were. Right here, this is where having a gun would be really useful. Can't have one though. What you need to do is kill as few people as possible and run the hell away. And once you get here, everyone behind you disappears, Dima catches up to you, and you can finally pick up a gun after this. Oh, and you can't help Irish at all. There we go. Hey, blood. That's something we haven't seen at all in this game. Except for the raspberry jam on Kovic's face.
Let's go. Pack. Where's Pack? No fucking way I'm leaving.
Come with me. Come.
So Irish is going to complain about Pac for a while. If you remember the last time we saw him, he was unresponsive. Probably because Irish is really shitty at first aid. But yeah, I don't think Pac's coming here.
What are you talking about? Elevator is ahead. It's the only way out.
We're not leaving without Pac.
Listen, I'm not going to die down here. You either come or you stay. Come on, we need to keep moving.
You trust this guy, Wrecker?
Don't have time to argue about trust. Shit!
Once again, the trust thing comes up. This is actually where I intended to have that Reznov line about trust, but I decided to move it a little bit. Because this section has something else that's kind of a callback to Black Ops. Shotguns. Yeah, I know it's kind of cliche, but shotguns in a prison level... Oh yeah, it seems real familiar. Yeah. My Vietnam flashbacks were acting up pretty hard the entire time I played this mission the first time. And just... Man, even with the bullshit helicopter thing that could kill you a million times in Black Ops, that was better than this. I would rather do that 100 times more than play through this mission one more time. It's that bad. Here's how badly done this mission was, just on a design level. The cutscenes you saw at the opening, I actually had to take those from 2 different recordings. One from the previous level that I just recorded halfway into the, till the opening cutscene of this level. The other one from this recording, the recording that has just this level on it. Because, you're going to love this, one of those cutscenes doesn't play if you just loaded up the game. Or if you just loaded up the mission, it won't play. You have to get it by beating the previous mission, which is kind of insane. Gats kind of commented on it when I did that in another video, and he said, hey, this looks familiar. It's because I record way in advance on everything and just keep the cutscenes, because this happens a couple times in the game, so there's no question that you'll see it a few more times.
Long time since I went down the shaft. Who's this guy? Your partner. Is he okay?
Where are we? Singapore, right?
Yes, this is Singapore, you dumbass.
Your friend is joking.
I'm Irish. You're Wrecker. Pac. Huh? Shit, that's right.
You don't know what's up there. You have no clue, huh?
在说什么？
You understand? You'll find out soon.
Hey, here's something that Call of Duty did better than Battlefield 4.
Let them go first. Hit the bullets.
Sounds familiar, right? Here's how Call of Duty frames that.
Reznov, your men must know this is suicide.
Victory cannot be achieved without sacrifice, Mason. We Russians know this better than anyone.
God, get Gary Oldman for your game if you're gonna have a Russian who's just gonna be, a badass.
This guy, I don't trust a shit.
We're very close to the end of this video. Like I said, cut it pretty specifically so we wouldn't have to wallow in the Call of Duty nostalgia too long. The next video still does have a couple of Call of Duty callbacks in it, so we're not completely out of the woods. And look, they just leave their ammo boxes hanging around where prisoners can get at them. So I switch up weapons a little bit, and we basically get ready for the next mission. There's a bit of a firefight that's going to start the next one. That'll be a lot of fun. This mission overall is not very fun because of the latter half of it, which is outside and really poorly done. And I'll explain more about that in a bit, or in that video actually. But for now, we just want to clear out these guys, and I picked the wrong weapon. I picked a PDW, and it's not really strong enough to handle these guys right here. I was thinking further down the line in this fight where it's actually useful. Hey look, our second instance of blood in this entire game. Has anyone noticed that this game is completely bloodless yet? I picked up on that the other day when I stabbed the guy, and it's not left my mind since then because I have nothing to think about. But yeah, we're done here. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you come back for more Battlefield 4.